Has your opinion on Olimar changed as a Smash character changed? A little bit actually, after playing Pikmin. He's actually really easy to use in Smash. Does he have a high skill ceiling? I don't think so. I think, you know, Smash in general has a high skill ceiling, but Olimar is actually pretty easy. Which is cool that they made a character like Olimar in a fighting game like easy to use. Because he's so strange. Like making a Pikmin character work in a fighting game is really impressive. He's pretty easy. Just very different, but they did a good job, you know what I mean? I think they did a great job with Olimar and Smash Bros as a whole. I actually feel like Olimar is easy to use and easy to fight. Maybe simple is a better word than easy in this scenario. And this is coming from someone who loses to Olimar, like matchup wise. Like Sephiroth wins, but Diddy loses. Yeah, his moves are so simple. A lot of the time it's literally like point your move at the bad guy, which is very nice because you're already doing like unique things in other situations, so when it comes to actually hitting your opponent, at least it's as simple as it can be. Yeah, Diddy Olimar is doable, but Diddy definitely loses. I thought everyone knew that. Yeah, when it comes to fighting Olimar, like we've been talking about playing as Olimar, but when it comes to fighting Olimar, it's pretty simple. Like, there's a lot going on and it might be difficult, but if you hit him, he loses. Bad recovery, bad disadvantage, like light character. He's doing a lot of crazy shit, but he fucking sucks when he gets hit. I don't think Olimar's small hurtbox comes into play as often as you would think. Like sometimes the Pikmin work against him and all that stuff. Like he has a big ass head. He's just Olimar, bro. I think Sephiroth Olimar is even. There's definitely things about it that are harder than you'd think, but Sephiroth probably wins. Something that's impressive about Olimar players, I think, is how fast they can get a good lineup going, depending on like how the game's progressing. I think it's because he stands upright during his dash and like a lot of small characters. Yeah, there's definitely situations where you can play against Olimar and be like, okay, X or Y happened because he's small, but it's not that much, really. Like he's pretty normal when it comes to hitting him. Like if you're like Sephiroth, then it's like gonna happen more often because his hitboxes. But even then, like, you know, there's worse. Is there a gameplay difference in Brawl, Olimar, and Ultimate? Absolutely. He had 6 Pikmin and he pulled them at random. Like what Pikmin he got was random. There were certain factors that contributed, but it was only on like 1 legal stage or something, or maybe 2 sometimes. He's a lot more streamlined in this game, which is good for balancing. His up air was fucking weird in Brawl, bro. It was multi-hit, and it was like an absurd amount of hits. I don't remember the exact amount. One thing I'm curious is like, how much do Olimars like use like red, yellow, blues for like elemental purposes? Like will they prioritize using one of those colors like slightly more than the average matchup? Or does it not play into it enough? Does it not like appear enough to be a big deal? Because the Pikmin lineup flowchart is pretty simple, but I just wonder how much like elemental stuff plays into account, just because that's interesting. Or if they more so focus on like the more Smash specific strength of the Pikmin. Yeah, he had a tether. I think they took it out. Well, the Pikmin 3 reference with Wing Pikmin is good, of course, but he also has less Pikmin, so his tether probably wouldn't be very good. Or it makes sense to get rid of it if you're lowering the lineup. Unless they can just make it long or add Pikmin to it. I guess it's really simple, honestly. It's just up to whatever they want to do. But instead they gave him a new upbeat, which is really cool. Small changes like that keep the game fresh for people who play a lot, I think. Holy shit, what the fuck? Yeah. I feel like I understand, like, why Olimar players play disadvantage the way they do. I feel like it's because they don't have much of a choice. In the moment, I feel like you don't really realize how bad some of Olimar's stuff is. Like his rolls and stuff like that. Like, this dude really can't do shit sometimes. Especially, like, when they play so aggressive and disadvantage. Like, he has some bad traditional options, he's floaty. Like, a lot of the time he has to kind of fight his way out of stuff. Usually doesn't work either. A lot of Olimar players have a habit of swinging in whatever direction their opponent is, like doing a lot of rising aerials. But it's also like a situation where it's like, I understand why. But it's definitely a problem, more than a plus. I also feel like a lot of time Olimar players play under the assumption that you're not gonna tech. But I guess it's hard to decide because of the slow ground speed. Dude, also wanting to get a grab with a blue even though your grab sucks is so painful. The red Pikmin tanked it! Oh my god, just like real Pikmin! I feel like his get-up attack is good, but his rolls are not good. And then jumping is rough too, because you're so floaty. Oh, I died first. Olimar.